We went outside to go watch the lunar eclipse. I am driving to Kansas because I have a job interview. Do your research on interviews. I've already started. Good morning, it is Monday, it's Martin Luther King Day, so you know, I am not at school. And I was making coffee, and then Randy's like, I want a flat white. So he's like, I'm going to Starbucks. So I'm like, okay. So he's getting me a coffee, which is fun because I ran out of coffee that was inside the ice thing. And I have my dogs, by the way, like sitting up here, you can't see her. Dory, look over here. Dory, look over here. There you go, baby girls. So I ran out of coffee that was inside the pitcher, inside the refrigerator. So I started making coffee. So I still have to chill it, so I had to put it in my little chiller. I think it's called Zero Chiller or something like that. I don't know. So my intentions yesterday to get so much stuff done was a little bit much, I think, because I didn't do it all. And I felt horrible because I'm like, I didn't feel as productive, even though I got like a bunch of stuff done. But one of my issues, I didn't get the plan with me done because my camera wasn't charged. But I did do a cute little intro thing for it, so I got that done, and that's when I realized I was like, I only have 30 minutes left on my battery. There's no way I'm gonna get, because like it says 30 minutes, but it's like 15 because it just like goes way faster. So I still have to get that done. I didn't get at all my interactive notebook packet done, and I'm trying to get those gnomes done to put inside my shop, the Etsy shop. I'm trying to get these little gnome stickers done. I'm almost done. I think I have one more to do. And it's just like, what I'm doing is I'm matching them. So I'm doing all the girl ones right now. So I'm matching them to the boy ones that I did. So I think I did 6 boys. So I'm doing 6 girls to match them. That way people can pair it up any way you want to. You can do boys and boys, girls and girls, boys and girls, whatever. It's your choice. It's all up to you. So I have that one to get done. And I'm also doing mushroom stickers that will kind of go along with them, but they're just kind of a fun sticker thing that I'm doing. But those are going to be out in February 1st. So I need to get those done because I already have somebody that's like, you're going to get those done, right? Because I saw them in one of my Instagram stories. So I got some photos done yesterday for the Etsy shop. They came out super nice. So I actually really liked them. I'm trying to figure out a way though to set the stickers up because I was putting it inside of a binder clip and like holding it up. I want to see if I can find maybe I can find a better binder clip than the one I had. It was black, it was just what I had on hand. So maybe I can look and see if there's something else. Maybe there's cuter ones somewhere. But last night it was exciting. I really was not excited about it, but I think he had to go to work today. You know, he does have to go to work. But he had to go to work today. So he was like, we went outside to go watch the lunar eclipse, blood wolf moon thing, whatever it was. So he went outside for a while and we tried to get some footage of it. So he like did some time lapses of it, but it took so long that the camera kept shutting off. And so then he came back inside and it was probably about 9:30. So I waited until about 9:50 and then I went outside and I got to see almost totality of it, but I was like maybe like 10 minutes off or 20 minutes off, somewhere in there. So it was almost covered, it was almost all red, except for there was one little sliver at the top that was white still, or it was neat, it was really cool. And so by then it was like almost 10 o'clock and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed now. Because like it was so cold outside. So I didn't want to stay out there forever, but my goals today are to get, should I tell you my goals? Because I feel like if I tell you my goals, then I'm gonna get done. I'm gonna tell you anyways. But I want to get the plan with me done. I need to do some studio vlog stuff. I have Etsy orders I need to get out. And I want to work a little bit on some stuff in the shop. And I want to get some stuff done for Teachers Pay Teachers. And during all this, I am planning to catch up on vlogs. That is my goal. Whatever gets done, gets done. Whatever doesn't get done, doesn't get done. I'm not going to stress about it. They're not things that have to be done right away. So I'm not too worried about it. But I'm gonna sit here and chill, eat my breakfast, wait for my coffee to show up. Yeah, can I speak to Jeremy Michaelbook? Hello, how are you? I'm good. I was calling to see if that opportunity for February 18th was still available. So, crazy stuff happened yesterday. I am driving to Kansas February, like the weekend of President's Day. So, because I have a job interview February 18th. So they're doing it on President's Day. What they're doing is they're trying to collect like a whole bunch, all the applicants at one time. So at the time, I'm sitting there thinking, no, because they called me yesterday. And I was like, you know, I'm in New Mexico. I'm not really sure if that's going to work or whatever. And so they were like, that's fine, that's fine. Are you having any plans to come out? I said, yes, probably during spring break we're going to try to come out. So she was like, okay, we'll make plans for that. I'm like, okay, awesome. So which is going to be the end of March. So then I'm sitting there thinking about it, and Rudy and I were like, they're talking about it. And I'm like, you know, it's so stupid of me not to go. Because here they are doing this huge job thing, because like everybody, there's a bunch of people interviewing at one time, and they're interviewing with all the principals in the district. So I'm like, it's stupid for me not to go. Like, and then I didn't realize at the time, I'm like, that's President's Day. So I'm off that day. I only have to take off the 19th, which is horrible at the same time, because the 12th and the 13th, I'm going to be going for Panic at the Disco. So I'm like, I guess I'm just going to be gone a lot. But really, like at the most, like there's a lot at one group. But I mean, it's still, that would only be my 5th day taking it like this year, which is not, it's not great. I don't think it's that great. I usually am like 2 days, but you know, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. I gotta take care of me, and I have to I need a job. And so this is the perfect opportunity for me. So that's what she just said, originally said, just go ahead and plan for that. Just let me know what your guys' schedule is going to be, and we'll work something out, and we'll get all the principals here. But then I'm like, you know, that'll be a month and a half behind all these other applicants that are applying for jobs also. I don't know how many there are. Who knows? They said they expect to be like an hour to hour and a half. And what it's going to do is I'm going to interview 20 minutes with each group of principals. So they're going to have groups of principals that are there. And I think there's going to be 3 groups, she said. So that'll be about an hour. And then I'm going to meet with the superintendent, the assistant superintendent, to also talk about things. I don't know. My time slot is at 11:10, so I'm super excited. Last night, it was so funny, because I'm sitting there talking to Rudy about it, and I was like, you know, it's just so dumb. He was like, I told you, know, he's like, I didn't want to say it to you, but I agree. Like, you should go do this. We were sitting there, and so I get all done, and I'm like, crap. Now I need to go find clothes for my interview, because I don't have interview clothes. It's been so long since I've interviewed, what, 10 years? And when I interviewed for the job that I have now, I did it on the phone. I don't know where I was going with this. So I was looking for like clothes. I'm like, I have never interviewed in so long. So I'm like, what can I do for clothes? So I started looking up stuff. I don't own a suit. Like, I just don't wear suits. So lucky enough, I think interviews have changed slightly. And so like, even when Rudy applied for his job, it's like he overdressed. Like, it's so weird. So I was looking it up, and they did recommend, like, if you have a suit, wear a suit, but it's not required. Like, you don't have to wear a suit anymore, but you still don't want to be sloppy and gross and nasty, you know? You need to look professional and look nice. So my plan is to wear a sweater that's similar to this. That's going to be a V-neck. I'm gonna wear a button-up with a nice tie, and I need to get some pants. And because I have a pair of gray pants, because my sweater's gray, I was going to match the gray pants, but the pants are not the right color gray. They're like a weird gray. I might be able to get them to wear, I don't know. I have to try it all on, the whole attire on. But so I'm sitting there last night doing this. This is what I'm like, okay, I'm going to run in there. And he's like, you're acting like the interview is like tomorrow. I'm like, I know, but I need to start like getting stuff ready. If I need to buy new clothes, then I need to be ready to get new clothes and have some time to do all this. So, but yeah, I was like looking for new outfits, so that's what my goal is, to get some new outfits. Anyway, so, and I did not do a Coffee Talk Monday, so let's do a Coffee Talk Monday on Tuesday. Cue the intro. For Coffee Talk Monday, I am talking about some interview stuff. So do your research on interviews. I've already started and I have been looking. I looked all over. I've looked on Pinterest. I've looked on just on the web. I'm trying to find podcasts on it, but I can't find anything. There's tons of stuff on YouTube, so I'm gonna start looking there too. But I'm gonna start planning kind of the most general of questions. So I know that the questions are gonna be about classroom management, about data, about assessments. Strengths and weaknesses are always one. Like even here at our school district here when we did interviews, they didn't use the term strengths and weaknesses, but they did use the terms challenges and successes. So again, I was amazed by how many people that interviewed did not have ready to go answers for that. They had to sit there and go, well, let me see. Well, I guess, like, it's like, dude, those are the questions that are asked all the time. Strengths and weaknesses are questions. I've been asked those questions since I started interviewing and looking for jobs, not even in teaching, like 20 something years ago, 30 years ago, like, maybe not 30 years ago, that would make me 11. Probably like 25 years ago. Those are questions that I was asked on every single job. I was amazed by how many people did not have stuff ready to go. So my first interview tip, and I don't know if all these are gonna be interview tips or if they're all gonna be like things for looking for jobs. I don't know yet, but that's what this one is, just because that was something I was looking up last night. I'm going to have sample questions and stuff. I'm gonna start plotting everything out. So I have answers that are ready to go. The more mentally prepared you are for this, the smoother it goes. And you're not sitting there going, but at the same time, from what I've been, as I've been looking through this stuff, it is okay to have them repeat their question if you thought you got it, but you're like, can you say that again? You know, it's okay to say that. Also, it is okay to have them clarify to make sure that you've answered their question. So maybe you might say, did I understand your question correctly? So that way, if you were off the mark, because sometimes you start talking and you go this way and your question's over here. So it's okay to ask. Did I answer your question? Like, was I on? Did I get that okay? Or do you need more clarification? And so that way maybe they can steer it back again. Okay, so that's my tips for you guys for this time. I don't know if I'll have more for the other Monday, but now I think I might have a thing going. So see you guys later. Hey, welcome to the windiest place on earth right now. This place is so windy. It's crazy out here. And it's actually, now that I said that, it's kind of calmed down a little bit. I'm looking outside, but it was so bad. And this is the part that's so weird. Okay, so we go out to recess at 9:50 or so. It was 48 degrees and windy. Okay, so it was a little chilly, a little brisk outside, okay, but the kids had jackets, well, most of them did. There was a couple, you know, no matter how many times I told them, they still didn't take a jacket, hey, but it was like 48 degrees, okay? By the time we came in at like 10:20, it was 45 degrees. So it had dropped 3 degrees since we were outside. The wind had picked up, and it was so cold. So then the wind had picked up so much that we ended up not going out for our lunch recess, and the feels like temperature had dropped below 40, so we couldn't go outside. But it was really bad. So the kids were very talkative today, but you know, it wasn't horrible. It was just a lot of, all right, you guys, stop talking. Okay, now I got another point over here. You know, those kind of things, but it wasn't like, you know, they weren't chasing each other. It was like anything too drastic, but it was a lot of talking. And then in the middle of all this, I was requesting my subs for the 12th, the 13th, and the 19th. And I had already talked to the lady and that I was picking. So, and we can't pick them ourselves, so we had to go ask our secretary to do it. So I said, hey, I want to request this lady, can you do it? Oh, she's already booked. I just talked to her last week. How was she booked already? So then it happened, she just happened to be in the building, so we went and asked her, and she's like, she can do it the 13th and the 19th, but not the 12th. I cannot do, I don't want to split up the days like that. I just didn't want to do that. So I have so I was able to get the lady next door that was subbing in the room next door. I asked her, would you like can you do it on the 12th? She said yes. So I went ahead and requested her. So hopefully all my subs have been done But it really bothers me that they're split up. But I need to start planning out the activities. So I want to start working on them now, like getting stuff ready for the subs for those days, just so I'm not stressing when it comes around. Tomorrow I do have to get some blood work done. So I will be coming in a little bit late, which I need to remind Mrs. Stokes. So I'm going to do that here in a second. Let me write that down. So one of the teachers will be coming. You've actually met her before when we went to, during the summertime when we went to Albuquerque, went to the conference that they had here, like the teacher summit. So you guys have seen her before if you watched that. If you didn't, go back and watch some of the summer ones. I actually really enjoy doing the summer ones, so you should watch those. They're a lot different as being a teacher. Next week we're starting our weather unit, so I need to get some weather stuff pulled out to work on. So I need to start working on that here in a minute too, just so I have stuff ready. Because we're, like I said, we are doing weather, but I can't remember what exactly we were working on with weather. So I need to check on that too. Good morning. Sorry if it's a little bumpy and noisy. I'm getting right now. I'm driving down to go get my blood drawn, which I'm not excited about. But so I'm running a little bit like not at the same schedule. But I had somebody watching my class this morning, so that's all set up. Exciting stuff. And I just spent my morning because it's like 7:20 right now. So usually I'm at school right now, and I'm like dying for a drink of coffee. And it's only like a little bit of time. I'm like, oh, I really need some coffee. But so I spent my morning like watching interview prep questions and stuff. So morning I watched Pocket Full of Primaries thing. So what I was gonna ask is, anybody that's looking for a job that has found a job recently or anything, what is your opinions of teaching portfolios? So I do not currently have one, just because I have not been looking for a job for, a while. I'm just trying to figure out, is it the best option for me? Like, do I want to go through all this work? Because each little interview is only 20 minutes long. Or should I do like a really simple, this road is like really bad. Should I do like a really simple teaching portfolio where it like just kind of showcases pictures of things that are happening in my classroom? People that are out there, I don't know if anybody's been looking for jobs recently, but like, do I do a teaching portfolio? Because I don't know. I think I'm gonna do one, but I just don't know how, like, what to do with it. So I've gotten lots of ideas though from watching, and I've kind of jotted down things. I do know I want to use a lot more pictures in it, just so that those are easy to show. Like, this is how I set up a lesson. We do schema maps, we do these kind of things. Just kind of showcase things. I don't know. So, but yeah, I was like sitting there, and I didn't even think about it. I was watching interview questions, but with Michelle Foray, and she says, oh, you can watch my video on teaching portfolios. I'm like, oh, teaching portfolio. The dreaded teacher portfolio. So, and like, I have not kept a lot of my professional development certificates. I have some, and I could probably drag them out from somewhere. I'll have to look, see what I have. But the last couple of years, we haven't really had any professional development, so it's been kind of a, like, well, that's what we get. So, it sounds very busy right now. And it's 7:25. But anyway, so I just want to know what your guys' thinking was on that. But I'm here at the office now, so I am going to sit and wait in the cold until it opens. There's already one person out there waiting. Dude, when they do blood draws, people get here and they're like, boom, boom, boom. And they have to get it in there and out. Oh my goodness. I just realized I had actually talked to you guys since I went to the doctor or wherever this morning to get my blood drawn. And it wasn't really that bad, but it wasn't great. So I go there and I had new insurance and everything, so I had to train on my insurance stuff because Rudy has a new job, and so we had to do that because I'm on his insurance. I do all that, and then they had already called me back. And the lady's like, I don't know when they're calling you already. Like, you're still here, like, check in. I'm like, I know, whatever. The lady calls me back there, and so they're drawing blood on this arm. This story's gonna be a little graphic, so if you don't like it, you might want to fast forward. It's not horrible, I'm gonna keep it toned down, but it's gonna be a little gross. So she does it on this arm, so she's doing it, and like at first I was like, that's weird, because they usually do it on this arm, because this arm's a little bit better than this arm. And so I was like, whatever, it'll probably be fine. Yeah, not thinking much about it. It hurt, like, I was like, oh. She gets one vial, and then I'm not sure if she takes it out of my arm, or if she just turned it in my arm, but it hurt really bad, and I was like, oh my gosh. And she goes, it's not getting any more blood. Really? So she goes, is this the arm they usually get out of? I was like, no, they usually do it on this arm, but you put me in this chair that it's on this side instead of this side. So I was like, she's like, well, let's try your other arm. So I chose my other arm, bam, like that. It's going. But I'm like, that hurts so bad. And it's like it's not too badly bruised, but it's not like this arm that's not as bad. Like, there's definitely a big old hole there. I don't know. People, I'm like, you went to school for this? Really? Because like when I get my phlebotomies done, that lady is so good. I just hate having them done. And I didn't have one this last 6 months, so I kind of did it on purpose. Like, I didn't really want to go because when I went the last time, I had a really bad experience, and it wasn't her fault, like the people's fault at all. I just got really lightheaded, and I started to like pass out, and when those things kind of happen to you, you know, you kind of get this thing in your mind that it's, like, I don't know, I just have a really bad thing with it, and it's because I think I get anxiety with them, and it just doesn't work out the way it's supposed to. Because I don't like needles. So when I get them, like the last one I had a phlebotomy, I got lightheaded, I started to faint, I started to pass out or whatever. But she was really good. She was like right there when it started happening. She was like, okay, stay with me, start breathing, start doing, like she was like on it. And it was fantastic. It came out, I didn't pass out. I got really lightheaded, and I was at the point where my fingers and my hands and my feet all went numb. And I couldn't, like, and I had to, like, all I could do was concentrate. I, like, focused on one thing, and I just kept breathing. And I got out of it, and it was totally fine. They were able to let me go, like, 10 minutes later. Like, and they knew ahead of time, like, they knew I had already prepped him. Like, I pass out sometimes when I get my blood drawn. I don't know how I got in the story, but... But anyway, so I did have my blood work done. So that was where I was going. So I didn't do it this last 6 months, but I kind of was like, I waited and waited and waited and waited, and then I didn't really want to go do it. Then I was like, you know what? I want to see what if I don't do it this 6 months, because I do it every 6 months, if I don't do it this 6 months, what's my numbers like for my iron levels? Because that's why I have high iron levels. That's why, if you guys are new watching this, that's why I have phlebotomies done, is because I have high iron levels. And it's really bad for for your liver, I think is what they said. So I can get like liver cancer or something and stuff because there's too much iron in my body. I have to have phlebotomies done like every 6 months. But I just kind of wanted to see. It's not going to do anything bad, because what they'll do is if it's high, I'll just go down and have one done. Like, it's not a huge issue. Because they're just trying to keep it super, super low. And so then let's go ahead and tell you about my day. It was pretty good. The kids were all right. They have 8 points and I have 8 points. It was a little bit of a mess in the morning, but we got them under control. I think it's because I was late coming in, and you know, Mrs. Stokes was in here, and so then there was that weird transition, and they were just kind of like, this is kind of crazy. But we got almost all of our penguin stuff done that we wanted to get done today. Not stuff that we didn't get it all done. We got those things done. We did not get to math today, which was so disappointing, but it was early release today, and we had specials in the afternoon, so it was just like we were just pushing. So we got that done. We got our spelling practice done. We got interactive notebooks done. So we just didn't get, or phonics interactive notebooks, we just didn't get math stuff done today. It will just get carried over tomorrow. Story of a teacher. So that went really well, and then we went to our specials. The kids all did. As far as I know, they did great. Now I just got a call to attend a PD on February 14th. So, and I said, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Like, it's fine. But I'm now going to be gone the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 19th. So I'm not going to be here like pretty much the whole week of the 11th to the 15th. I'm here on the 11th, and I'm here on the 15th. And the 15th, we don't even have school because it's parent-teacher conferences. So really I'm here on Monday of that week. So my principal was just like, you know, if you don't want to do it, it's okay. And I'm like, no, let's just do it. Like I'm already doing 2 days of sub plans. It's not gonna hurt me to do another extra day. Because that means I can just do like a whole plan for those 3 days with the subs. So like it won't be a huge issue. I've been spending my time though right now, which is not saying I should be doing this, but I asked my principal and one of my other kindergarten teacher that's on the leadership team with me to do reference letters for me or letters recommendation for me. So I got the one from the kindergarten teacher, so I have that one. So I went ahead and put it inside, I'm just gonna hold this. I went ahead and put it inside of the sheet protectors, and then I've just been going through my desk and pulling out all this stuff. So I have all these like professional development papers that I've done over the years. The farthest I have though is like 2015, which I'm like, do you really want, like, are they even gonna care that I went to professional development in like 2012? That was 7 years ago. It may not even be relevant anymore. So I just kind of found the most current ones that we did in the last couple of years. I put those in sheet protectors, so those will go in. And I pulled off my last 3 observations forms, so that way I can put those in too. So I don't know if, I mean, like, I'm just kind of doing like a really generic basic one. And then I spent a lot of time today going around taking pictures of things that I want to put inside the portfolio, and maybe with a little explanation. So that way when I'm talking about, so that's mostly what I'm looking for. So when I'm talking about something, I can say, well, in my classroom I do these things, this is what it looks like, you know, kind of type of thing. So that's the whole purpose really is for it, is what I'm thinking, because I don't think I have 20 minutes with each team. There's no way I'm gonna be able to go into all the details of the whole portfolio. Like, that's ridiculous. So, but I am putting one together just in case maybe I get called back for a second interview and I have it and they can look at it then or something. Or if I don't get any of the jobs from that place, the one that I'm going to, and I apply for another district, you know. But that's what I've been doing. So I put them all right now inside this folder, and there is a leather, like, bound notebook type thing. It's like a binder in a way, but supposedly our Office Max has it, so I'm gonna go pick that up on Friday when we go out shopping. So I have like a list of stuff that I'm like, tell her, I need to get these things. And he's like, are you serious? Like, you should have a couple weeks. I know, but you know me, I have to be like, so I have it planned out. I'm like one of those people that I plot it. I'm like, this is okay, these are the questions. I've been writing down questions and been thinking about answers, what I'm gonna do is take all these questions that I've been getting from watching videos and reading online and everything. I'm gonna take all those and kind of come up with generic answers. So what I'm gonna do is I actually got it from Michelle Foray. She had this like folding notebook. I have this one. It might be a little too fancy. They had one at Target that was black like this, and on the end, and then, oh no, it didn't work, see? And it needs to have a pocket on this side, so it has a pocket. So there's a leather bound one that's like this, it's leather though, and then the inside has a place to write down your stuff, and then it has a pocket for you to put your like resumes and stuff in. So that's my plan, is to get one of these. I think it's like $17 at Target. So I'm gonna pick up one of those, and on this page here, I'm gonna jot down notes and things so that when I'm in the interview, I can give an example of it. So they'll ask me a question and I'll like, okay, classroom management, okay, all right. And then I'll go, okay, and I'll look at my section classroom management and go, oh, well, in my classroom I use these things, and I'll have notes already, so if my mind goes blank, I can look down and see what exactly I am doing. But I am not gonna use this one just because I think it's a little too fancy, a little too funky. You know, it's cute for like going to meetings and stuff, but I just don't know if it's really that appropriate for a job interview. So, plus it does not have the pocket that I want. So I think the black leather one will just be a nice little touch. But I'm gonna go ahead, it's like 3:10 right now. I'm gonna go ahead, and I missed. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more stuff done, but I'm also gonna go ahead and close out. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media listed down below. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, the link is all the way down at the bottom in the description. The money goes toward me and my classroom. It does not go for anything personal. It goes for all classroom stuff, or it goes for coffee to get me motivated. And until next time, please don't forget to always be you. Bye.